I now present you an ode to Marvel Vs Capcom. Marvel 2 is a game that I've played quite a lot, a crossover of characters who I think are quite hot. But which fighter is cooler than the planet Hoth? Why, it's the green-eyed cephalopod named Gargantos? Alright.
Hey toy fans, Rob here. Let's get these guys out of the box and see what they're all about.
Okay, toy fans, here we have Gargantos. Like nails on a chalkboard. Anyway, I did some quick Google searching and it turns out Shuma Gorath first appeared on Conan and that's why we have to change his name. Or it was something like that. I may have the details wrong. Anyway, here's the figure inside the packaging. There's no window so you can't see him. As you rotate the box around, we do have some sprite artwork of the character inside. And then on the back, we do get a description for the character. A giant cephalopod monster with tentacles, Gargantos brings his enormous size and strength into battle. Alright, toy fans, well, that's the exterior. Let's get Gargantos out of the box and see what he's all about. Okay, toy fans, so this is a fun one, but also kind of a weird one. Gargantos comes with one accessory. It's this eyeball attack that he's got from the game. Usually in the game, you'll see many of these things emitting from Shuma Gorath, but we've only got the one with this figure. If they ever choose to do an accessory pack or more of these GamerVerse figures, I would love to see a couple more of these guys included just some other way so we can get more of them. He does have a hole, or it does have a hole on it for a stand that is not included with the figure, but otherwise it's painted well and it's got a nice bit of detail there on the eye. So it is a fun inclusion for this Shuma Gorath / Gargantos figure, but like I said, I just wish we had a few more of them. But Shuma himself also has a pretty cool eye feature here. You can actually close the lid. There we go. Or open it. You can make the eye look either direction. It's pretty cool how they get that to work. It's a little tricky to move it around a little bit, but if you're looking for an articulated eyeball, here it is. The rest of the articulation on this figure is very much a choose-your-own adventure. There is actually a hinge joint at the end or at the base of every tentacle, on the upper right of the figure, on the top, upper left. Basically, every point there's a tentacle attached, there is a hinge there that you can articulate forward and backwards, but it also rotates. So you get a great range of motion there. Otherwise, you have a wire that's inside the tentacle of this figure, and based on how it feels, looks like it might stop right about here, and you can bend these tentacles to your heart's content to make Shuma / Gargantos kind of pose however you want. There are 6 tentacles total on this figure. 3 tentacles have this sort of hook shape on the end of them, and the other 3 tentacles have this sort of squiggly shape to them. The wire in these tentacles does not extend all the way to the end, so whether you're looking at hooks or squiggles, the tentacle is always going to end in one of those shapes. If we look in close on Gargantos here, you can see that he does have a bit of a paint wash all over his body. Basically where all of the wrinkles in his skin are, there's just paint wash. It's on the tentacles, it's on the body of the figure. They did actually put some of that detail on the back of the figure as well. Very happy to see that. Also the back of the tentacles, if this is the back, looks kind of like the belly of a snake, while the top of it looks more like an elephant trunk. So the detailing might seem a little basic, but at least it continues throughout the entirety of the figure. Height is a really weird thing to measure with this figure, given that his height's going to change depending on how you actually get him posed. But I did manage to get him balanced the way you see him right now, so let's just go ahead and compare height as he's standing right now. Here he is next to Wolverine from the X-Men 97 line. And here he is next to Psylocke from the GamerVerse line. Here he is next to Iron Man from the GamerVerse line. And here he is next to Cable from the Zabu Wave, who's more or less GamerVerse Cable. And here he is next to the GamerVerse Juggernaut figure that we looked at last time. Alright, toy fans, well that's going to do it for the Marvel Legends GamerVerse Gargantos figure released by Hasbro in 2025. Overall, and I hate to say it, this figure is a bit of a mixed bag for me. He's big, which is great. He's got some nice detail, which is also great. He can pose to your heart's content. Sort of. You're really at the whimsy of the bendable wire inside the figure and what you can actually do to contort this guy and move him into whatever position you can think of. You will get some cool poses out of him, but you're probably going to be just as frustrated that you can't get other poses with him. Still, at the end of the day, I have to commend Hasbro for just going for it with this character, which they easily could have completely skipped altogether. He's a completely unique sculpt, and unless they want to give us a Player 2 color variant, we will likely never see this figure again in the Marvel Legends line. So, do you pick him up for full retail? I'm going to give you a hesitant, yeah, go ahead. This figure's not going to be for everyone, but when he works, he is a lot of fun. Be sure to like this video and please share it with your friends. You can always keep up with me at D21Beast, and I'll see you guys next time.